welcome to Informed Investing. My name is Don Lawrence. I'm the CEO of STA Research, and our platform is StockTargetAdvisor.com. I'm a financial analyst and a trader, and today we're going to talk about particularly Canadian cannabis stocks. Right now, they're probably one of the best sort of valuation propositions in the market. Go back to good old Warren Buffett, buy low, buy when people are panicking, and sell high when people are in a euphoric state. And this is exactly where we are sort of in the cannabis market here. Things are just looking pretty, the sentiment is looking pretty miserable here. Right across the board, analysts are cutting targets, just right down in the dumpster here. And I think that's the most opportune time to buy. To buy these stocks here. I'm going to focus on two, in particular here, two Canadian companies. Going to talk about Aurora Cannabis and Auxly Cannabis. So first of all, I just want to sort of go back a few years. If we look at March 2020, and then we go back a few years back from there, we look at the price of oil, for example, to gauge sort of the the trends, and we commodities and stocks and stuff go up and down. It was only 2.5 years ago in March 2020 that oil touched $20 a barrel. Now it's about 77, and at the height of Ukrainian war, it went well over 100. The point being is stocks and commodities and such are all cyclical, so they have huge sort of valleys and peaks. And the secret is always to buy in those valleys when, as I said previously, when everyone's in sort of desperation about a particular stock or industry. That's sort of the best time to buy it. Now, as I say, March 2020, oil was at $20. Is that $77 come off from its high, but still much higher. And so we're likely to see that in cannabis stocks at some point. We're likely to see the cannabis stocks rebounding through sentiment because it is so low. We could see a catalyst coming out of the U.S. From the federal legalization of marijuana there. That could be the trigger for the next sort of bull run. There could be various sort of different reasons. Obviously, Europe's coming online quite strong. There as well, demand's going to start ramping up. So I think we sort of got to get in front of the sort of the next bull market in cannabis stocks, because I think the groundwork is getting laid for it. There, it might take a little bit of time, but I certainly think it's worthwhile putting a small percentage of your portfolio. So let's sort of say a speculative amount into cannabis stocks. Because I think it poses definitely one of the along with some tech stocks there, it poses a very good sort of valuation point at the moment compared to a lot of other things, even though the market's come back quite substantially. So we're going to have a look here at, we'll start off with Auxly Cannabis. Sitting there today at 4 cents per share. It's just, it just makes sense to, even if it's just a couple $100 or something like that. I mean, obviously the upside could be dramatic. I think, in general, I think the two stocks here, Auxly and Aurora Cannabis, are very likely within the year to double easily. So I think and again, that's speculative, and again, there still could be downside, but I think, I really think it's definitely sort of a worth the shot at looking at sort of trying to get in on possible double gain on these cannabis stocks here. So let's look at back to Auxly here, and we've got the average analyst rating with a strong buy, and we've got the average crowd rating at a strong buy. We've got the average analyst target coming in at 33 cents, and we've got the average crowd target coming in at 82 cents there. So the crowd's a little bit more bullish than the analysts on that. Of course, if we look at the fundamentals on these stocks, obviously, are not great, but that's why it's cheap, and that's why there's a valuation proposition here, because on paper here it doesn't look overly appealing. So let's have a look here. So what do we like about the stock? So what we like about Auxley is we like it's underpriced compared to book value, and we like the fact that it has superior revenue growth compared to its peers. What we don't like about it, unfortunately, this is a little bit longer, we don't like the low market capitalization. We don't like the poor risk-adjusted returns, the below median dividend returns. It is highly leveraged. It has negative cash flow. It has negative free cash flow, and it has low earnings growth. So, in spite of all that, I'm still bullish on the stock. I still think at 4 cents a share compared to where it was a year ago, I think it poses a great valuation here. Let's go over to Aurora Cannabis here. It's currently trading at about 160. We'll have a look here. The average analyst target is 371, so about triple to where it's trading at the moment, and the average crowd target is substantially higher at $8. The crowd rating is strong buy, and the analyst rating is just a buy on that. And of course, the fundamental analysis is bearish on it. So let's have a look down at the breakdown. There's only one sort of positive aspect we like about this stock, and the stock actually, unlike Auxly Cannabis, it has a high market capitalization. What we don't like about the stock, all right, the list is unfortunately much longer here. So high volatility, below medium dividend returns, overpriced compared to earnings, highly leveraged, negative cash flow, negative free cash flow, and a low earnings growth. So some of the similar negatives to Auxly as well. But sort of I reiterate there, I think these stocks could both double within 12 months or so, quite possibly more. And again, you know, you really want to sort of look at when you're looking for high growth, you're looking at you know, obviously stocks that pose real value. Of course, you know, sort of reiterate again, these are speculative stocks. Certainly you wouldn't want to put a substantial percentage of your portfolio on it, because it does, being speculative, it's got a high level of risk. But you know, as they say, we say take a small amount of money and sort of play with that. I think it's worth a bit of a gamble here. Definitely interesting proposition, and I love it when you know, stocks are down in the dumps like this. You know, certain industries and stuff, and the cannabis it's right. You know, it's a very depressed sentiment. And I think, you know, even if it doesn't double, in a couple of years, you should get a nice return on it. Obviously, some of these companies might not make it. You know, the sort of cannabis market's quite saturated in Canada anyways. But I think these two stocks, you know, while have negative sentiment on it, they're worthwhile going for a speculative long play. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking in as always, and hope you check into our next video. Remember, your best trade is always a hedge. Cheers, guys. Thanks.